Hi, Aries. This is going to be your tarot card reading. This is for the first 15 days of December. And can you believe December is already here? The year is almost finished. Well, it's not been so bad now, has it? So, this is going to be a general reading. So, not all the messages are going to resonate with you, but I'm sure there is something here exactly for you. So, if it makes sense to you, just claim it. Before I start, nice big sip of my coffee. Cheers. So, today I'm going to start by taking my Gilded Reverie, Lenormand's. I always check what is at the bottom of the deck, the snake. Let's see if it comes out again, and let's see what's at the top. The fox. Okay, Aries, we're in business. So, like I said, not all the messages here are going to resonate with you, but if you feel that this is confusing for you, but it applies perfectly to the person that you're thinking about while you're watching this reading, switch the roles. Also, I want you to check your sun, of course. Also, check the readings for your moon and your rising. The snake did come out. Now, why I want you to do that is sometimes you are not, the energies which are around you are not your sun sign, You have some other finer details in your particular situation that you're going through that could be probably answered if you watched your rising, if you watched your moon or your Venus. What do I mean by that? Check where these placements are in your chart and watch all those, the readings for all those signs, Aries. It's very, very, very important. So you do not know your placements, don't worry about it. Go to Google, free birth chart calculator, put in all your details, and Google will give you a whole chart which has all these placements. And also make it a point to check your Venus, guys. Venus rules love. She rules all matters related to luxury, money, wealth, love, all these wonderful vibrations which we all crave for. So, well, like I said, I always check the top and the bottom of the deck, and the snake showed up, and the snake is here. The fox didn't show up. Thank God. So let me start with this. Birds. This is the Gilded Reverie in the Lenormands. So this is a card of news coming in. This is also very jittery energy. Why do I say jittery? Look at these birds. Those little lovebirds. They're never still, they're small. So they kind of flutter about. It's about being nervous about some kind of information, some kind of news coming in, and either you're expecting it or it's unexpected, but there is something that is coming in, which is kind of a nervous energy, news that is coming in. I always think it's from your grapevine or your friends. Look at this, there's a bunch of birds sitting and chatting, gossiping, what happened there. That kind of an energy, but there is some news that is coming in. The reason I feel it is a secret because the moon is here. Now, the moon could be a very, very feminine energy. The moon rules Pisces, Cancer. You could be dealing with a Cancer or a Piscean. But for me, the moon is secrets, a very deep, mysterious energy. The moonlight holds so many secrets that we don't even know. Something tells me that you are going to find out some news about some secret. And I think this is about a feminine figure or a group of friends to be sitting and talking about something, and some secret is revealed to you, Aries. Again, you could be dealing with a Pisces or a Cancer. Now, the garden. This, of course, means, going outdoors, sitting somewhere, enjoying the sun, the beautiful. Is the Garden of Eden? This is fantastic. This also means your social circle, your innermost clique, the little group of people that you sit and have your coffee with, that you sit and chat, that you sit and share, what happened here, what happened. This is your social group. This could also be your group at work, where, when you have your mini break, there's that small little group, they all get together and say, let's go quickly have a quick cup of coffee, one donut and a coffee quickly. It could be that too. But this is something about your social circle, Aries. Or this could be your work mates, or the mates that you spend, any free time that you have in your work day. This is that group. So are you finding out some information which is pretty shaky? For me, this is not it's a very jittery energy, nervousness. Are you nervous about some news that you are receiving about a secret? Either that comes from your social group or about someone in your social group who is a feminine energy. Now, the next cards, this is, I have nothing against snakes. The snake energy is, the snake always sheds his skin. So to me, I always imagine the individual says, I'll never do this again. And I'm so sorry I did this. And they shed that. But what comes out? Another snake. So I think somebody was trying to betray you or trying to tell you that they've really changed. And, they're not indulging in whatever they were doing before to hurt you or harm you. But you found out some secret through your little group of friends, some communication where you were sitting and chatting, and you found out either this individual, and I think it's a feminine energy, you found out something about a close friend who could be in your workplace, who could be in your little group of friends, through some gossip that they have really been a snake. A snake in the grass is something that you sometimes don't even see. And they're right there in front of you. Are you dealing with an individual who is a very close part of your group, Aries? Okay, but you didn't know they were a snake, and some hidden information comes out. And I think this is a feminine energy that tells you what this individual has been doing. This could also be betrayal or somebody betraying your confidence. I'm getting a very, very strong message, Aries, that somebody has tried to fool you, somebody has tried to harm you, or somebody has pretended to be your best buddy while they have been actually plotting and planning to harm you. I feel this. And again, like I said, this image of this snake in the grass, where this is outdoors. I think you know this individual. You spent time with this person, but you didn't know that this is what they were. They're pretending to be something else. They betrayed you and you found some information out. Now your next cards, the dice. This is gambling. I know you're not gambling, but this is taking a gamble. I think you are, I don't know why. I'm going to just tell you this message as I receive it, Aries. It may not apply to everyone, but there is somebody here who needs to hear this. There have been many instances in the past when somebody tried to tell you, could be your social group of friends. They try to convey a message about an individual who is a feminine energy, but they were a snake. But you gave them a chance. You gave them a chance. You kept giving them chances over and over again, expecting them to change, but they didn't. And now when you found out the secret for I feel this has been going on for quite some time. When you found out this message again that they have betrayed you, you have decided to say, you know what? I'm going to take a chance and walk away. And the reason I feel this is you roll the dice and say, you know what? Enough. I'm done with this. I am moving away. Now, the next card is the path. This is deciding where to go. Or for me, if this is a work relationship where there is somebody at your workplace who's been trying to play dirty with you, you are taking a gamble and deciding to switch paths. You're deciding to leave. You're deciding to leave that situation where you found out that somebody was not thinking of you in very, what can I say? Somebody who was trying to betray you, and you've decided to take a gamble and leave that situation. And guess what that is going to bring in? A star. Wish fulfillment. The star is, of course, Aquarius energy. So far, I have Aquarius, Cancer, and Pisces in your reading. You are going towards your star, or you're going towards your wish fulfillment. The star is also something at a distance, social media. So you could be dealing with somebody like that very soon, but the path is going to open up for you the minute you decided to take a gamble and move away. So I'm going to do one thing. I'm going to switch decks, okay, Aries? The snake energy that is here is very strong. And like when I was shuffling and I was talking to you, the snake did show up, and usually when that happens, I know that when the cards play peekaboo with me, before I start my reading, I know that they are probably going to show up in the reading. So let me see what's at the top of the deck. Intervention and a divine masculine. Okay. Let's see if these cards come out again. All right. So I'm going to take my situations tarot deck now, Aries, and let me see if I can give you some other message. This seems to me like a message about friendship, or a message about a work situation where somebody has been trying to play dirty with you. But finally, you agree to look at the information that came in to tell you that, look, you need to take a look at this. This person is trying to fool you. The snake is not fun. Okay. Oh my God, your cards. All right. Oh, Aries. For Aries. I'll tell you why I'm so happy. When this comes out like this, it makes me very happy. Thank you. So Aries, please. Interesting. Aries, this reading which I'm doing now with the situations is love. The cards which are coming out are more, okay. I'll first start with the two cards that give me the biggest smile, okay? Today. What's up with you today, Aries? Present now in the moment. You have Archangel Michael. Hello, Archangel Michael. We love you. He's my spirit guide. And from what I feel, he's yours too. He just loves, and he's always in charge of the soulmate relationships, the karmic relationships, the bonds that we are scared to break. He comes with that huge, magnificent sword of his and helps us cut those cords, those toxic cords. So Archangel Michael says you are protected and prevented from harm. There is a divine intervention. Those two cards that came out before, the divine masculine and the intervention. So Archangel Michael saying that you've been prevented from harm. Something is telling me that there has been some kind of a tower moment in a relationship where suddenly everything just got decimated. It just came crashing down. Of course, you're scared, and of course, you're upset. But I think Archangel Michael telling us here today that he's here now with you in the present moment. He has helped you avert a disaster because you are protected, prevented from harm. This is divine intervention. This is like a tower for me, Archangel Michael coming in and saying, enough. I'm putting a stop to this because this is toxic. Now, crickets. You've been ghosted. Somebody has kept you on mute, as in they've either blocked you, they have, removed you from their social media, whatever those unfollowed. I don't know all those things. I do not have an Instagram or any such thing. So I'm just thinking somebody has muted you, blocked you. For me, this is an energy of somebody de-resing you. What do I mean? Like, if we have the power, and we do actually, but it's very hard to do it because When you see somebody in front of you, you cannot de-res them in your visual. You see them, right? But this individual has de-resed you, removed you literally from their life. There is silence. They do not speak to you. They do not want to send out any energy to you, whether via text, whether on a Facebook, whether on an app. There's cricket, silence, ghosting. This is what I call no action, non-action, cricket. Somebody has just up and bounced, and you have suddenly felt them pull their energy, and they have almost just disappeared from your life. Now, this was a relationship that was very, very sexual, if I am reading this correctly. Very sexual. There was a lot of passion, insatiable, unquenchable, wanting more. I think this was a sex-based relationship, one that was just based, in the root and your sacral. I mean, it didn't go higher up than that. It stayed there. So this seems to be a toxic cycle where you were with somebody just because the sex was good. Maybe they were monetized. Sex and money. I mean, these are the lowest chakras you can have. I mean, there are so many more above, but I think this relationship got stuck there. Sex and the money. The next card I'm getting is children. Negotiator, bargaining and begging. Something tells me that somebody is using children. There is silence. Nobody's talking. Nobody is speaking. And they're using children, or your fear of losing the children. So if this was a relationship that was, a permanent relationship, as in a marriage where there was a commitment, or even if there was no commitment, you were, each other's. There were children involved, but base of this relationship was only sex and money. I feel this was a sexually based relationship, and there were money ties, as in, you had businesses together. You probably created something together that was giving you some kind of finances back and forth between each other. And when Archangel Michael shows up to say, I'm here, and I see crickets and silence, tells me that he's come in and cut this relationship off because it was a karmic relationship. What do I mean? Karmic relationships are here to teach us lessons. Yay! Yeah. So when the ties are just money and sex, which I told you, the lowest chakras, it means that this relationship cannot ascend or evolve. There is nothing more. There is nothing more once you're tired of the sex and you're bored. And the money starts becoming an issue because, money is the biggest cause of problems in friendships, in any relationship. And if you're basing a relationship on that, no wonder there are crickets today, because somebody has just upped and bounced. And Archangel Michael is there telling you that he protected you from a disaster. So somebody is using children. Somebody is using children as bargaining tools. I want to ask some more questions about this. Look what at the bottom of the deck. I'm going to take this card. This is financial support, government. Somebody is using children as leverage to get more money from you. Are you in the court of law? Let's see what's at the top of the deck, right? Meeting, negotiation, two more people. Discussing, planning. Are you going through a legal situation, Aries, where there are children involved? Somebody is using children to, as a bargaining tool, because they're expecting more money from the government because they have children. I'm getting a very, very weird message, Aries. Oh my God. Hold on, please. Just one moment, Aries. Let me get that card, okay? Okay, I'll show you what this card is about. One moment. Okay, so I'm going to put this card here, and I'm going to take another card to show you. All right, Aries, let's see what's going on with you. You're definitely going through some kind of a family situation where there is a breakup, and the law is involved because the government, Aries, I want to show you your cards, okay? Logbox. This relationship that there was love, you can see the love here, but this was a relationship that locked you up. And for me, this is very karmic when, you sign the paper, it's a done deal. You cannot leave it. So if you want to leave it, you got to, go to the court, put in your papers and wait for that. You felt locked up here. You felt like you were in a prison of your making because you signed up for this. Okay, but you didn't know that the relationship was only going to be about sex and money. You felt locked up, closed, trapped, and frustrated. Something tells me that if the sex just kind of, it peaks and then it went down so down that I also feel the frustrated word here is telling me that the sex dried up too. There was really nothing except the children which you had, and you felt trapped because this was a marriage, and you felt like you locked yourself in this box called, when they take a box, they put you inside and they label you. You're married, but you were trapped. You were not happy, and you felt locked up. Now, my God, this card here, Aries, did somebody use, I'm going to read this to you in a different way, all right, Aries? Was somebody using children to keep you trapped in a marriage, saying that they were pregnant? Aries, my God, this is pretty dark, huh? Because see, these cards coming here as a bargaining tool, negotiating, bargaining tool, children, pregnancy, and entrapment. It's very, very strong. Somebody was using pregnancy to keep you trapped in a relationship because they knew that financial support, government, money. Look, there is a child alimony and money. Look, this relationship right now is in a stalemate where there is no communication between you and somebody else. I know that because the Cricket's card means that. Archangel Michael coming in is telling me that he saved you from a disaster because this individual was using children to entrap you, to keep you trapped in this relationship. There was really nothing else but a need to have more money. See this word here, child alimony from the government. They knew that if they stayed here, there was money to be had. Nothing else, sadly. You're selling your house. You're moving. I think to get away from this painful situation, you have decided to move home, move location, move states, because you cannot take the snake energy in the first reading, and this entrapment here. This is somebody trying to fool you. You're ascending Aries. I said before this to you that this relationship didn't ascend. It just stayed in the two lower chakras of money and sex. But I think you are leaving physically. You mentally already checked out because you were locked up here. You're locked up here. And this bargaining tool, right? I feel this person put you in an energy of begging, to stay because of the children. And that broke you down, Aries. That really broke you. I don't know why I'm losing my voice, Aries. I think somebody tried to keep you stuck because of children, but you felt locked up and trapped, and you were begging them not to do that, not to use the children as leverage, but they did. And I think it broke your heart. You decided to move. And when you leave this situation, this physically, when you leave not just a relationship, but it takes a lot of you because you've been staying with that person, you eat with that person, you sleep with that person, you laugh with that person, you cry with them. There is a lot of exchange, energetic exchange, Aries. And if you're not happy, it starts to affect you. But you're moving. You've had enough of somebody who was Snake, yeah. And you're ascending. At this moment, I think you do not know what you're going towards. I mean, I do not see that you're going towards another person, Aries, but I do know that you're going on a path of ascension, spiritual awakening. Spiritual awakening, Aries. You're moving towards a path of higher understanding. Like I said, you're moving from those first two chakras up to the next and the next till you reach your solar plexus, which is your self-respect, your self-worth, then your heart, then your throat, where you're free to speak how you feel. I think you've kept yourself locked up in this lockbox, and this relationship completely kept you locked up, where you felt you had no freedom to express how you felt, or even to speak up and say, I'm not happy. And you are leaving this. And Archangel Michael showing up in the beginning tells me that you're protected and he saved you from a disaster. I think if you would have stayed here, this would have become a very, very toxic relationship, one that might have even affected your health. This is the message I'm getting. I'm going to take I'm going to take some angel and crystal cards first for you, Aries. Let's see which crystals you can use to help you with this situation. For my Aries, one. Pretty heavy, Aries. Feel the energy. A lot of pain here. Two. I'll take one more. All right. Okay. Heightened Intuition, the Moonstone. Do you remember the moon coming out in the first reading, Aries? I have the card here. I'll show you. Well, the first reading that I did for you, where you found out a secret about a snake, you had the moon and the star, the two dignitaries. How sweet is that? So the moon coming out here, Moonstone, you found out some sneakiness about a feminine figure who was trying to pull a fast one on you. I'm telling you this. And you decided to take a gamble, this card again, and find your own path. And it's your path to ascending higher, to the next level of a relationship. Probably not having somebody in the near future, but there is somebody there in your vibration waiting for you. I promise you that, Aries. Now, heightened intuition. Be extra aware of your inner knowingness as it is trustworthy. Trust your intuition. Trust your intuition. When you know, you cannot not know. And you found something out. You found this entrapment, pregnancy, children as leverage, and the snake. They are very, very strong energies. You have appetite, APATITE. Progress, not perfection. Don't compare yourself to others or judge yourself. Instead, focus upon how far you've come and all that you've learned. This is telling me about the card of ascending. I think you kept yourself locked up because you thought, it would be so weird if if this relationship would fall apart, and what would people say, and look at them, they have a home, they have a family, they're happy. But this, don't compare yourself. That's what spirit is telling you. We're all on different journeys. Yeah, timelines are different, Aries. This is the path you're taking to ascension, and you have the path here too. You're going higher, the next level of love, friendship, peace, self-worth, of finding a partner who matches you in that vibration. But for that, you got to take the gamble, man. Got to take the gamble. You got to get out of this lockbox, Aries, and ascend. Now, third card I have for you is Give It to God, Ember. Wow. Take a deep breath. And on the exhale, release the situation to God for healing and answers. Your prayers have been heard. You do know that the star which came out here before is wish fulfillment. Your prayers have been heard. Exhale this stress out to the divine, and your dreams, your goals This is your wish fulfillment. It's going to be there. They've heard you. Archangel Michael, being in this reading is a very, very strong indication of just that. Now, I am going to take also some Archangel cards, all right, to see which Archangel, we already had Archangel Michael here, wants to, give you any sweet message. You ready? For Aries. Wow. One more. There we go. All right. Outdoors. Garden. Garden of Eden, Aries. Outdoors, okay? Archangel Zophiel. Go outside and get some fresh air and connect with nature to relieve stress and gain new creative ideas. My darling Aries, you've been in a lockbox. You've been stuck either at home with your emotions. You've been stuck in your home space, and you've been stuck in this space, which is our bodies, that carries our soul. And this is a space too, a hollow space. And you felt stuck. Your angels are requesting you to go outdoors and reconnect back with nature. This could also be talking about going out and meeting up with your friends. Second one is comfort. Archangel Azrael, I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. When this individual, used the children as a bargaining tool, this broke your heart. I told you, this broke your heart. This totally broke your heart. I mean, this was not what you were expecting. And they used this as a bargaining tool. This was the last straw for you. Either they pretended to be pregnant or they used your children that you already have with them as a bargaining tool. And that was, like I said, the last straw, because I think you've dealt with this person before. I mean, you knew that you could have you knew that they were not on the up and up, but you never believed anybody who told you that. You always had faith in them. But this time, when they used the children, it completely broke your heart. And Spirit is here to tell you that they are there to comfort you in these times. Okay, Aries? Divine order. See, it's talking about justice. This is talking about the legal system. If this individual and you are going to be going to court for this, your angels are with you here too. And your message is divine order. Archangel Raguel, everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see the underlying order. You know what this is about? Archangel Michael telling you today he's here and he's prevented you from harm. He's prevented you from harm. He also rules, people like judges, police, people who give law and order. He rules them. He's here with divine order. This is your message. He has prevented you from harm because whatever is happening right now is exactly as it needs to be. So if he broke down a foundation that, came crashing down, it's because you didn't know the real intentions of this person. Like I said, you were dealing with a snake who kept saying they would change, but every time a new snake came out. And this time they used children. And I think this is what broke your heart. So my darling Aries, I hope these messages helped you and gave you some extra insights into whatever situation you're going through. I think this was predominantly somebody in a committed relationship who, has gone through this. So give me a thumbs up. Join my YouTube channel, subscribe. And I cannot wait to come back again, sit down with you and do another reading for you. But until then, I'm going to send you love. I'm going to send you light. I'm going to send you blessings upon blessings, Aries. And I love you very much. Goodbye and namaste. Bye.